Where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. God has given us unlimited treasures in His Word. Every time we open it, we can discover a new treasure or admire an old one. What will we find today? Here's Carla Early with Treasure Hunt in the Word.
What was the first thing you did when the COVID quarantine was lifted? We went to church. Sitting spaced out 6 feet apart in the gym, trying to sing with a mask on, and not being allowed to hug people wasn't my idea of fellowship. But it sure beat watching it on the computer. What did Noah and his family do first when they got off the ark after a year of floating on an unending ocean of water? Genesis 8:20 says, Noah built an altar to the Lord. He worshipped. I read somewhere that his altar was like a flag on the moon, claiming the whole earth as the Lord's. He thanked God the only way he knew how, with burnt sacrifices. Of course, he was grateful to God for calling him to build the ark, for destroying the violent, wicked world, for lovingly keeping him and his family safe, for setting the ark safely on the mountain, and for restoring the world and making it new. When it comes to counting blessings, Noah could definitely do that. So he built an altar and sacrificed some of every clean animal and bird. If you've ever wondered why God told him to bring 7 of each clean animal, this is one reason why. Another we'll find out in the next chapter. They would be for food. God really had planned ahead for him. But Thanksgiving and worship was definitely a priority for Noah. Is Thanksgiving a priority for us? When something happens in our lives, whether big or small, do we give thanks? Is thanking God for His provision, His blessing, or His hand in our circumstances immediate cause for gratefulness to overflow from our heart and mouth? I think sometimes in my life, it's more like an afterthought. When emotions subside, I might think to thank Him. However, if I'm paying attention to His hand while I'm praying over something, I'm more apt to see His actions and more quickly remember to give Him thanks. So I know I need to work on an immediate grateful response. How about worship? Is that a priority for us? Do we look forward to Sunday mornings and Wednesday nights, excited to meet with God's people and worship Him together? Or do we just enjoy the social aspect, or see corporate worship as optional and unnecessary? Or maybe we go to church and participate just because that's what we've always done. What can we do to prepare our hearts to truly worship God when we go to church? And not to get too personal, but how about worshiping the Lord privately? Do we protect our quiet time with the Lord daily? Or do we make excuses because we're just too busy or something? Do we approach our quiet time with excitement at being with the Lord? Or do we feel like it's a duty? It's good to reevaluate our perspective and our heart attitude about thankfulness and worship. But as Noah and his family could tell us, we owe Him our life and our future is in His hands. We know what He did for us on the cross, taking our sins and dying in our place. How could we not want to prioritize thanking Him and worshiping Him as Noah did?
You can contact us at treasurehuntintheword@gmail.com. We'd love to hear the treasures God has given you through His Word. You can listen to other episodes on our website, which you can find in the description below. Thank you for listening, and remember, where your treasure is, there will your heart be also.